We kick it off on pass 2, TSM. On the T side, early mid play here as well. Looking for the info with the Julies. That's Artfrost that ran clean on out. He's seen nothing. So off the back of the information on the long push, they instantly gamble with a huge stack. Oh my. Well, they've been blown to bits, but the bomb, of course, was over towards B, running on out. But it's going to be the full retake, 5 versus 3.
The full retake, in which they do not have any real grenades to play with. So, considering that you're going to have Glocks up close to the P250, this could get pretty sketchy pretty quickly if you're PWE. Already, a third of the timer has ticked away. Flashbang being tossed over. Up into the open, it's Zyphon that picks up the first one, and they're going to hold the line with Zyphon on 2. Sierra now goes out for the peak. There's a team kill thrown in the mix as well. It's all gone horribly wrong for PWE. A 5v3, and they may not take a single one of these defenders down. As Artfrost is going to try and be the gatekeeper and let the bomb deal with Zyphon. But they're both going to go down with the bomb or just outright die from bullets. That is a horrible retake attempt from PWE, but Zyphon take a bow. Those 2 kills were sick.
Playing a slower default on this one. All the nades in the world for the T side still, whereas the same cannot be said for PWE. Obviously, it's an investment back in with limited funds. You're favoring the weapons over the nades. That really means you got to hit your shots. Artfrost goes back in, redeems himself, throws out the nade as well to try and slow them down, but the Galil still peaks, and Nico slays his man. On response, it's Alpha. He'll see the boost, should know there's a player, but no. Flick straight down with the support of Patsy. And suddenly there's just 2. Flashbangs on target. Great re-engagement from Kicker.
That's great flash as well from Alpha, isn't it? Fully pops both players. Because they can pick it back up and give it straight back to him all over again. And now the money's starting to deplete away from TSM. As they try and pick up the pace out long, and this time they get the success. Albeit at great cost to Zyphon and Acor, but they get the pick on Alpha. And it's immediately drawn away. A full rotation from PWE. All 4 players sat here waiting to receive the push.
Artfrost is the first contact with the AWP. He could be sideswiped here. It needs to be ready. The slight readjustment gap in the smoke. The shot's going to tag, but it doesn't frag, and now they know. They're aware of the push, but Valde running up on ramp. If he gets the entries, Vince, this could be the T-side's way in. Even if it's messy. They're being able to win out on the duels, and of course Artfrost dropped off to CT, wrapped back around. He goes up through short. Good fight, first clean. Oh, that is beautiful, the lineup from Artfrost. It's Zyphon with 1 HP. Don't let him get the 1 tap off. Smoke comes over, makes it uncomfortable. He doesn't know how low this man is, and with time ticking, he wants to dive straight in. He could take the peak here. Looks to bait it. Artfrost going for the jump up, misses the shot. He's so low on health, nearly wins it, but Artfrost survives.
1v3 for Artfrost. Whipping up the USP, removing the head, and getting PWE their second round. It looked like by forcing him off the catwalk, they'd won the round by isolating the AWP from the rest of the pack. But my God, what a clutch that is. First shot, just spotting a pixel. This lineup is disgusting. And Zyphon is going to be gutted he didn't get the kill. He came off the bomb. Tease with oncoming CT smoke. It's TSM that are emerging outside a catwalk. Smoke put down. Nice smoke, actually. It may afford them the luxury of that catwalk plant, but it's what happens afterwards that's a problem for TSM to contend with. Meanwhile, Alpha's anticipating. He's up close. Not the case. Valde shuts him down in the back, and Acor comes in with 1, nearly 2. Valde goes from strength to strength with his second frag, and Sierra comes out. A 5v3. And it's down to Artfrost to save the day once again. Already half of the timer is gone, though. He needs this pick right now, and he has no kit currently with on his person. Playing more for the exit frags, perhaps because the timer is way too low. TSM have snatched that round away out of thin air.
Oh, he's going to go down as well. Knows he's being pushed. Got a combat AWP up close and personal. The shot connects at least to salvage the weapon into the next round. You can see the body language. He was already frustrated of how that round's gone, and rightly so. 5 versus 3. Valde gets the drop on Alpha that's expecting to peek over the top of pit side. Acor comes alive, attention split for Kicker, and it just goes all so wrong.
Stille og roligt spil sammen. Bum, 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 ping-pong. Det er helt flægt det der, drenge. Så bliv ved.
Siphon from above, if he peeks out too long, he's going to get shut down by Patsy's AWP, more than likely, who does miss. Double up setup now in play, and it's a bait and switch for the easiest of kills for Kickert. Although he is low, Acor can't do too much about it. And PWE have secured a 4th round, and the money for TSM is very grim indeed. It's 1 round, but straight away slapped back to reality. Frost does get punished, though.
Acor with the entry. Potentially a bomb plant out of this. I mean, he smokes it for himself. If they give him the 1v1s, there's always room. I mean, Acor's the crisp. Oh, hang on. Will the Acor fall far from the tree as he wants to fight? No, it's a jumping Patsy. Oh, mate. Diving through the air, blows him to bits. Insult to injury and a round on top of it.
Really nice effort from Acor, though, man. That flick to the player up close was lovely.
Yeah. Frost, we know it's a bread and butter weapon, but Patsy, he's definitely no stranger to the AWP. Okay, so it's back to the early opening play. They go for the fast hit towards long. It's been limited success here. This time around, it's 1-for-1 with Alpha going down, but Belchinok, right snapper, peeks back up. You're kind of forced into this one as well because they need to recover the bomb. Grabs it, but as he dies, it goes flying out. And Acor, the only one that's left, vastly outgunned into the round. Closing this one, that's going to be 6 for PWE. And you talk of the Danes as well, like the organization, right? For some viewers, for newer viewers, especially Vince, they might not even know that there was free appearances at majors for TSM. Remember way back, like obviously the core that went on to become Astralis effectively, right? And the mental thing is, all 3 of those appearances were in the year 2015. Feels like so damn long ago. Acor on this round opens it up with a hero AWP, and they've got Parshu in the smoke. Frost, you might not be ready for this one, but does he know? Oh, info goes both ways. It's going to fade. Deagle with the back line lines it up. Belchinok ready for the reply, but you're at a disadvantage here. TSM with a round to make a play on.
I need one as well because the ebb and flow of this game has been very much against them. They won the pistol. Although they do have a couple of smokes, they got no flashes or mollies to really breach out with. The way Alpha's been playing, you fancy him for a kill or 2. Siphon going to go out first. Now peeking just behind it. Alpha gets caught though, and it's Cirrus Tech 9 that goes to work. Spray's a bit rough, but Kickert still nails the landing on 2 HP left. Acor forced away the easiest of Deagle shots. I say that as all the whiffs, but does just about recover.
Oh, it looks scary. Yeah, frustration there. TSM, you could still make a real close half out of this. Acor thought he had the drop on Kicker out through alongside, but the flashbang throws him off. The shot rattles out, but doesn't land onto anyone. Weapons recovered though. Nico grabs it.
That pop flash was perfectly placed. Based off spawns again. It's often the case on Dust 2. You want to try and make the most of those long spawns, get there first, punish the CTs, but it's TSM off the back of a victory that could be bowing out again. Patsy takes the fight, doesn't play the deep, narrow angle, instead decides to wide swing. Another player coming through. Siphon will make the most of it. A flash accompanies the peak. The bomb's dropped back towards the T-spawn, and it will be Nico going for it, but Alpha, he's thinking of maybe going for a quick cheeky peek, I should say. That would be into his demise more than likely. Frost is holding, though, onto Catwalk. TSM in real trouble here again.
I mean, Nico's pre-scopes, there's no audio cue. He's going contact on it, but the barrel's going to give the game away. Yeah. Shadow as well. It's all right there, so it plays into the hands of Alpha. That advanced angle in Longhouse plays perfectly. So with the flashbang goes between his legs. He's nutmegged him. Still fights ahead of it. And that's another round straight back. So PWE with 7 here.
Yeah, his flicks are on point, man. So is Acor. They're quicker. Frost's 12 kills will not be added to in this round or this half.
He smoked there. 3 players stationed on the site with only Alpha being the A defense. If they go for the mid to B in this round, It's the one time it's going to be really rough for him to be able to pull him off, especially with the nade coming in and the spray. Kicker hits the head of Sarah, splits up the squad. They want to bail on it, but they're not quite sure. Communication's all going wrong. It means that they get swung on again from Kicker, who takes them down, kicking and screaming, and Nico on a mission to just die before time.
8-4 the half, and it's PWE had a great read of the round, but like TSM were just unable to adapt. It's like they wanted to go mid. They said, actually, no, let's go back. And then, no, we have to go mid again because time is so low and we don't have any control over catwalk. It's such a weird round. Taking names along the process, up to 115 ADR, 3 multi-kill rounds. Flirtation through on middle, but nothing really connecting as of yet as Valda pulls the plug and gets back onto the A site. PWE have managed to rally through onto the mid, but also long control starting to become theirs. And if those Julies peek around the corner without a flashbang alongside it, they could be in trouble. There's 2 kills from A-Core. Nicely done, but everybody else on his team have been struggling. And the advantage firmly in favor of PWE as they look to take the bomb and put it straight onto A.
Xiphon and Sarah. Trapped behind the smoke that fades, the vision is back, but are they able to turn this one into a reality where they get themselves a 5th round and a pistol to boot? Lurking on the bomb site, waiting for the info. You can swing together, play off one another. Labor taps from the Julies. Uh-oh, Belchenok as well. He's giving them a chance. Xiphon gets one. He's so low on health, and Patsy just has to peek up. They close it in the end. Valde with a scout, and a lot of information being gathered by Xiphon up close with that MP9, listening out for the audio cues. Meanwhile, Nico going on a late lurk all the way out through Longhouse. They might not expect there to still be 2 players on the bomb site, but Valde falls to Belchenok, and Kicker on the rat back catches the timing of Xiphon. And that's just your B player remaining, Sarah. MP9 catches whiff of them, but you don't really like the fight. Can't blame him. So PWE almost guaranteed here that this is going to be your 10th round. There's no response, no pathway for Sarah. And if he does walk out, it will be a bullet straight to the face from Alpha. Instead, even just tucking in. I don't want to run the risk of throwing away these AKs, so he'll be able to hold on to that MP9 at the very least, but it's not a pretty sight. And Alpha actually goes for it, finds that one. So 10 rounds, full house, everyone wiped. 2.4k being the average across the team here for TSM. And they still don't really know the true picture of the round. Heavy investment on the A-bomb site, with only Sarah being the defender towards B. Alpha keeping them on their toes. Xiphon, quick turn. Fights back into it. He's got back up this time as well. Insurance policy from Valde. But the real hit on Sarah finds success. They're out on towards the bomb site. Nice tag from Valde. Slows down the AWPer. Lets him swing back in, but there's another peek coming, and it's Belchenok at the window.
Oh, they know, though, the tunnel is a problem. Spray's a little bit off, and Patsy's going to be struggling as a result. If it was clean, you wouldn't be down at 12, and Belchenok's going to fall into the same bracket. But it is a 2-on-2, and the CTs will be coming out, the close-knit angles of the tunnels, but Nico doubles up. Him and Valda sharing the burden of this round. And TSM will have a 5th on top of it, but that is one past test, and there are many, many more to come up.
And we see the exact counter. Art Frost on top this time, looking for the run across, fires out the warning shot. 2 players on the B-bomb site, one going for a fast hit up short side. That's A-Core. He wants to take the hit straight towards mid.
Gets it. Batsy sent packing. Player in the smoke, and there was a couple of shots there. I thought for a second Kicker was about to get the most disgusting of one-taps through onto Nico. That smoke now fading, flashed through, but it's not going to affect Kicker. He had the blue bin as his sanctuary. Molotov out and a flash first frag. Oh, the second would have been huge. Elsewhere though, Belchenok has gone in for an entry, and they've already spilled out onto the site. So for all of this long back and forth, Catwalk was plundered and collapsed. Lovely shot from Art Frost onto the top pixel of Nico's head. And as soon as TSM get one round and get a decent buy, it's brought back down to its knees. As PWE are now going to have 7 map points. be in the same position that TSM are looking like right now. At least they had the benefit of a best of 3 and more maps coming up after this. It's not a best of 1 elimination. You have Vertigo up next, and that's assuming that they can't make the comeback. Valda's going to trade up to the AK, flash out, but Frost, while Flash doesn't care. And he was fully blinded there too. Just pulls the trigger and blows Valda away. And our PVision with a player advantage up against the Scout and 2 M4s. They're looking to try and put this map to bed right here, right now, as A-Core is sent sprawling from Frost once more, and Zyphon follows suit. It's all on Syrah.
It's a cold morning in Shanghai as the frost has arrived. And for Sarah, frozen, broken and brittle. The flames go down. 2 tags there. Audio cue translated over. Belchinok trying to post himself up for the quick peek. He's seen the head, wants to take him down. Nade strips him of health. 5 HP, no pathway into the bomb site. Crosshairs all over the place. Dust 2 should be dead and done. And the final shots there. Kicker closes it. PVision with the opening map in the elimination best of 3.
And a well-deserved victory on Dust 2 as well. It was so one-sided. The scoreline completely paints the picture.
Dear Diary, I can't find the words to describe all the pain I suffered while playing CS with boring, grey, colourless skins. But everything changed when I opened my first case on Skin Club. I opened cases for free, then upgraded them, and then got into battles, as well as exclusive events and activities. Looks like I'm in heaven of skins. Of course, cause it's Skin Club.
Wakes you up, gets you ready. Can't play a game of CS without banana bits. It's just not right.
I think Snacks will make an argument for an apple as well, Jackie.
Fair enough.
You've got your trifecta right there of fruits. But enough chit-chat about fruits and into the game. Elimination beckons potentially for TSM. But the first kill's going to go their way, and A-Core's just going to stand by himself and deliver 2 big kills.
So we're talking about bananas and apples. We didn't touch on the acorn, but that one hits heavy. Falling down with a barrage of bullets, and the teammates looking to assist as well. Zyphon running over the bridge to commit to that kill. Another picked up as well. Grabs the Glock, puts it to great use. So this is looking to be an incredibly clean pistol round from them. It's only Belchinok left. I say only. This man has talent. He got the first pick. He was the one that took down A-Core. But you're vastly outnumbered, outgunned. You do have the benefit of time to work with, but he doesn't know about their angles. And walking across here, it gives all the info over. They now know about your position. And Sarah takes his time to line it up and send him down. So TSM with a pistol. To the third, with the rifles out on parade for the first time. Let's take a bit of space. It's Zyphon engaging. Down the ramp. Oh, re-swing out from Sarah. They're low, sure, but they get the pick back. You don't necessarily need to commit to anything here at all either. There's no push on the extremities for TSM. Instead, it's more of a posture off, wrapping around to support for a late hit towards the A site.
Plenty of utility is all as well saved across on TSM. Got lots and lots to play with into the next round, so they'll be coming back pretty healthy. I think Valda can maybe even drop an AWP as well. He could.
Survives off the back of the bomb blast, tickling him down to 5 HP. Obviously, bomb radius on Vertigo a lot more forgiving due to the nature of the map with the verticality. Ooh, first pick this time around is good for the CT. Sarah straight in. Oh, knows he's trapped. He's just trying to make it uncomfortable so they can't spam him down. Does find his exit. Egress back round on towards the yellow side. They throw the nades in. So 2 players ridiculously low, but still standing. So battle of attrition's good for you here into the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, really, as far as PVision are concerned, they're not even sure if these players are low or not. There's no guarantee here. They're going to go in for a boost as well, kind of offset some of their low HP bars. Thing is, though, if a grenade gets tossed in, that would be 2 players going down alongside it. Syrah now, Eagle Eye trained on, spots the pixel, the top pixel of the head, and exploits it. Drops down in time as well, not fully punished. His teammate goes out, but it's worth the trade. And Kicker's also low. Smoke designated to try and fend off the elevator push. It's so difficult to push onto the A site with all these different angles to watch out for, especially on low health bars. Bomb now dropped down, fumbled from Kickert. Art Frost anticipating that peek, but turns around to make sure he's not getting backstabbed. And ironically gives his back up to Nico. TSM starting in much finer form than we saw in Dust 2.
Sarah, we see more of this throughout the course of the game. He's got confidence on the ramp.
First pick at damage cost, but forces back the CTs. Now Nico may be up close over on the B side, but that's not going to see any action anytime soon. They were looking like they were going to draw away Valder off that site to try and facilitate a little bit more defensive capabilities. The Molotov is good though. Belchanok can't push through there. HG also lobbed up and over. Does land onto ramp, decent damage. All 5 players now weakened. Some more than others as Patsy is limping across, but TSM have managed to get across 3 players over here onto the site. They're looking for a boost as well. Patsy wants to try and shut down some of the oncoming CTs, but nothing forthcoming. And now PVision going to look to try and pressure forward. The spray's on point from Valder. Kickut maybe answers back. The CT's doing a really good job of fending them off, but there's the swipe. Belchanok from the half of Elevator, shutting down 2. And now Nico can't do much about the rest of the round as it falls firmly under PVision's control. Great flank from Belchanok though. Clearing out the sandbags as well. Now fully focus their attention onto the site itself. With 50 seconds, they have plenty of smokes as well. 4 of them still intact. Acor playing the side angle, anticipating they may get dry peeked into, but it's unlikely that'll be taking shape anytime soon. He decides to back away. Or at least fake as if he's backing away. Through the footsteps downrange. Saw if anyone nibbled on that bait, but that's not the case. And now Sierra has been plucked out, deleted off the server. And the same could be said of Valder as well, as PVision looking to capitalize once again on a weakened A site. And TSM will try and back away to save. Oh, it's rough. They also lose Nico as well. No save weapon from him. It feels like maybe they've lost some of their confidence. Understandable in this round, they don't have really the firepower utility to support it, but PVision now is just getting ramp control for free, basically. It doesn't seem that difficult for them. Maybe a small adjustment that needs to be made as Belchanok's looking good to double up, get a couple kills, and shut down this eco round.
Oh, Sarah turning his attention there to try and grab his hands back on the deagle, I believe, that was on his teammate's body. So he's overwhelmed. It's Nico close in the smoke towards midside. Belchanok's walking up, dives on top. Close inside of it, but restricts his vision more, so he can't quite see the top of the head. Trying to posture further back, the jump spot. Just enough for him to catch whiff of him. And Acor, the only one that's left with the AWP. Missed shot. And that's how Belchanok takes him down. Ace in the round.
Is 8 coming into this round. But Valdez isn't much better, by the way. It's 9. 2 players really struggling right now.
Armfrost thought he had caught them on the cross there, ready for the strike down with the AWP. We saw him eat the banana before the game, Vince. I thought that was game over for him, but maybe that potassium's not sitting right with him right now. But Patsy is certainly punishing again and again. On entry, good for 2. Zyphon with a backstab. It's 1 kill back, but still so much more to contend with inside of the 8th round here.
You're typically going to be more of like a 2-1 formation or stacked together is what we're seeing right now. And so PVision are going to try and close the gap. However, they are moving into the stack site with 25 seconds left on the clock. And Valder's hearing this from a mile off as they line up for the spray. And that's the bomb that goes with them. He's going to smoke onto that bomb and force out the staircase players. But Kickut's the next to fall. Oh, they gambled and they rolled the dice and it came up snake eyes for PVision. Altfrost has to save and TSM steal this round away. After getting blitzed on ramp, they managed to recover for a 4-4 score. Zyphon has entered the match. 147 ADR with 8 kills and 3 multi-frag rounds already. Much better from the star player on TSM. We highlighted that he had to have a serious level performance here, and so far he's been delivering on that promise. Down on ramp, getting aggressive. Love to see that from TSM. It felt like that was the determining factor as to why PWE were getting into so many rounds, and they've plugged that gap for the time being. A second kill on top of it. PWE struggling to get a foothold on this round.
Struggling to get a foot in the door at the B1 site as well. Molly burnt the toes and sent Kicker off the wood. They go for this boost instead, looking for a pick up. If it's on target, it might afford them a pathway in, but you still got to wait so much time out on this one, and time isn't really what they've got left. 2 smokes left. Flash over the top. 30 seconds on the timer. Acor sees the head from the side. Quick up with the flick. Hello? Oh boy. The wrist breaker. But converting the round is always going to be uncomfortable, and Valde's lurking in the back. You might have hit the miraculous shot, but a one and done is not enough to take the round, and Art Frost with miss after miss as Valde closes the gap. A blinded shot, like absolute corker, but no round. It's been Patsy making the power plays. He's the one that's just so confident to run in at ramp and try and make it uncomfortable for the CT side. Gets space here, but finding a pickup just isn't really afforded to him. And Alpha's already gone, so fighting down a man with concessions made in the buy, running through the smoke. Sarah holding it. It's kind of mad, isn't it? Well, let's see if PWE can tie up the game here. They're going to try as they might. No AWP, all AK for Art Frost, but it's a cold day and it's not working out well for him. Kicker in the close angle is able to do a bit of damage, but it's all down to Belchenok. Gets behind them, but no time on the clock. 3 seconds. If they kill him after time, it'd be insult to injury. About a second left there.
Once they made those adaptations, it's been pretty one-sided. Valde, a bit of an off angle. He hasn't played in this spot yet. Typically been up on the sandbags or close range. He's not liking his prospects there, though, but there's a boost. He saw it just out the corner of his eye with the X-ray on. Belchenok gets boosted up on the boxes. Is he going to go back in for another one? Sira's watching it. Needs to stay alive here. If he goes down, it's going to be curtains for this round. Even with a low investment of a buy, they cannot afford to lose any other players just yet.
They bide their time on the group up. Zyphon's taking the fight to them here. Well, they're going for the contact play. They're making the noise, running on in. He tucks in behind the sandbags. Don't clear it, it'll be your demise. Able to spray, rip and tear, flesh all over the ramp. Art Frost with a single kill back on the Deagle, but that's all you'll get. TSM closing that one down. Zyphon, heads up call. You love to see that. Playing advance on the ramp. As soon as he hears the footsteps, puts himself in a good angle and absolutely owns them.
Especially as you know in an eco round like this, the chances of him having a Molotov are so low.
Yeah.
Like if they had a molly, they've already thrown it to top ramp or side or somewhere else to cordon off one of those areas to push in. That's a lot of nades.
Yeah, last round of the half, so all the additional bells and whistles being left in spawn for the rotators. It's Patsy that's been putting their head on a swivel time and time again. Let's see if he can flip the script back to how it was working for PWE with him finding entries. Ooh. Gets ahead of the Molotov. That one bursting just underneath inside of the boxes. It's not burning his toes. Acor might not expect this. It's a close angle engagement with the AWP. Should have him bang to rights if he peeks in. Pressure applied in the back of the site as well, but he's still holding strong, just jiggling on contact. He's going to see the leg, instant snap up. Patsy punished. Zyphon running up the rear with a backstab, but Alpha holds it. Belchenok on the bomb site. No chance there. If he wins out versus Valde, it could have been a 2-2. Instead, it's just Alpha, the lurk on the bridge. I have a bomb site to choose from, but neither one of them are pretty prospect.
That's a hell of an adjustment shot from Acor. I thought it was going to get baited in with all the chaos that was kind of submerging the ramp side. And Alpha, we saw this in the previous round for Zyphon. I think Valde is going to have the exact same outcome. Unless timing works against him, Valde is going to get the drop On to Alpha here, takes the head off, up close, a bit of a jump scare for Alpha. 8-4 halftime scoreline. They have a smoke and a flash in play. Starting to make a move up now. Patsy's not going to be budging an inch, and they're moving into that trifecta, the triple threat. Shots now raining out. This Patsy that rattles the dome of Nico, takes him out for an early back. Kickert is exceptionally low though at the back of the site, but Alpha is managing to deal with the contingent on the flank. It's all PVision so far. And although Valda may be able to bypass for a backstab, maybe get the one stealth frag, PVision looking great for this second pistol, kicking their CT side off with a bang.
With only 20 seconds left, and the Lone Ranger of Valde just waiting to go down in the dirt. Feels like it should be completely confirmed for PVision to take this one, especially off the dink. Everyone's peeking together, overwhelming with targets.
It's interesting as well how PVision have decided to approach the ramp control as opposed to TSM, like very slide heavy with that control. PVision not sending anyone over there for the time being. Now Patsy's making a move in. This is where he was a real nightmare, a real nemesis on PVision when the roles were reversed, and now in a good spot to maybe shut them down from the back. Kicker though has to try and extinguish the Molotov. The first kill goes in favor of TSM, and Sira's trying to wrap around the back. This could be the round-winning moment, the round-winning play.
Wow. He goes straight through, he blows the smoke open, looks to fight it, gets the read at least. They know about Sarah. Surely someone should be aware that he could walk through, but he's able to get in. Gets one, runs out of ammunition on the quick taps. It could have been even worse for them there. But all he wanted to do was cause carnage, because the real play is out towards B. They've got in. Round's gone.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we may see a reaction cam from Artfrost, and it's going to be very tilted.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he is just chilling around elevators, minding his own business with the AWP, and then he gets smacked in the back of that. It's like, guys, hello?
You knew he was there.
It's just full tilt. Although Core is peeking up, I don't think that PVision will want to peek this anytime soon. Patsy's going to get aggressive, but there's a smoke in his eye, so a HE toss down with a double one on top of it with Kicker. But negligible damage. A-Core just loses 8. This is a bit of an off angle. Haven't seen PVision go for this kind of aggression so far. Trajectory of that Molotov is going to give away Nico's position, and he should be odds-on favorite to take that kill, Belchenok. Far superior to Nico when it comes to those individual moments. And does get the freebie pick.
The waterfall down on the ramp. Molotov, though, just as the smoke dissipates, so it's going to connect on the side of that one and be extinguished instantly. Kickert knows he's got to force the issue on the walk-up. Good for the first. Spat straight back down as well near Valde's position. So this is a round where you've won 2 opening duels, and there's limited time left on the clock. Zyphon's still alive. But making the play is Valde on the walk-up towards the ramp. With him falling, the ship is starting to sail. Zyphon wrapped off towards B. Incendiary dashed. That'll fade quite quickly. But unless he finds impact in the next few seconds, calling in for an actual play to go for this on the B bomb site is going to be so rough. So you've got to call it off, back off, hold on to both of the weapons if you can. And Patsy, full John Rambo, hunting in. If he can get the guns out of their hands, this could be a bit of a window back into the game. Might actually find the gap to walk in as well. A-Core's just tucked back in. He's already scoped. He might not spot him for this. But behind the pillar, he's ready for that one. Now they'll get through. So save both the weapons. PVision pick up a round of their own.
And only 2 smokes to play with here for TSM as well. They've expended most of their utility on the progress up onto the top of ramp. Just shy of 40 seconds on the clock. It's not easy. Oh, slow peeking into the rat angle. And Artfrost pulls out his fangs.
Oh, mate, pixel peek on that one. Sniffing the pixel, smelt him before he saw him. And strikes right down. There is a window. I mean, maybe you got a bit of time on this. It's going to be really close, though, with the clock. Like 15 seconds, they're sprinting up in towards B. Valde knows that he's got the close angle control, but has to find impact. Both of these need to be Valde's. With him only getting one, they can storm out onto the bomb site. No opportunity to plant. Xiphon and Sarah fall together, laid to rest on the B site.
Spreading into TSM at this stage. You had a pretty solid lead. Down to 10-8 now, you're into an eco. PVision picking up the pace and some of those slow-moving parts. Like Alpha had a horrible first half. He's really stepped it up as well. There's not much that can be done in this round other than hope and pray for a horrible, catastrophic mistake from PVision, which is very unlikely to come forward. I say that as Kicker has the worst spray probably his life.
Mate, yeah. Actually, though, oh god, it is really starting to go wrong as well. I mean, like, this is just Glocks, boys. Can't be losing this one. Luckily enough, they're all so low on health that the spray back from Belchanok is good to batter them, and Patsy should be able to bruise on the peak as well. But that looks scary at the start. They might actually get a bomb plant out of this. I mean, a bit of extra cash wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You've already forced out 2 rebuys. Money's not the prettiest on a couple of players. Xiphon with the deagle. What is going on? I mean, 48 seconds on the clock. Gets himself an A1S. He wants to tap onto the bomb. It's the full commit. He's hoping to get it down just for the additional money. Spam round the periphery, and Art Frost will eventually get it.
Bro, like... PVision, that... The fact they've lost 3 players and conceded a bomb plant is unbelievable. And additionally, it does have consequences.
And for Xiphon, is he still red hot? Been a couple minutes there over the tech pause. You wonder if he's starting to cool off a little bit. Belchanok looking through the grates, hoping to see the back. Can't quite see the rear there of Nico, but it's the full frontal assault from Xiphon. Sarah assists as well. So they might not have much time left, but they're making the power play. They can cause this rotation on towards the B bomb site. They could even wrap up if they want to. They know there's a player on A, but with such little time on the clock, they've got to commit to it. Patsy, if he goes huge here, he could still save it. 2 frags, 10 seconds. They've got to find the bomb plant. A-Core has to cover for the swing. Alpha walks out, tag onto the white box, time ticking, you've got to commit to it here, forcing him off the plant and it'd be dead and buried, but Alpha with the backstab, all in the 1v1. A-Core with 2 health to his name, baits out the shot, but he holds strong.
Oh, the fact that A-Core does not bite down on that bait is huge. In PVision's collective arsenal, and it is trying to fend off against a full 5-man push. Or at least 4. They do have the mid-contingent in play too. So fast rotations through, the timing slightly off. Alpha's able to somehow back out of there. I spoke too soon. Gets picked off on the cross. Nico missing out his opportunities onto a low Art Frost, but it won't matter because TSM will have a 12th round.
They know they've got to save. It's all about the bank at the end of the day. The world runs on the paper with no cheddar in the bank accounts. They back off to hold on to the free weapons to give themselves a buy in the next. Fighting for the overtime now. That's the raw facts. And Xiphon headhunting again. Baited in by the shot, so he fires off. Can't quite get it though. They're doing a great job of saving this at the very least. On the walk down, A-Core finds Patsy. Best case scenario here then is the 2 weapons and a fight for OT for PVision. With TSM only 1 round away from dragging us to Ancient. That is the decider in our 0-2 best of 3. Elimination on the line for these teams.
Again, I've said this a couple times over the RMRs, but like if I'm Kicker, I know you have to have confidence in yourself, but I'm thinking, right, Belchanok, maybe just take the M4, Chief.
Yeah, to be fair, like he's had some big rounds.
Yeah, like feed the hot hands. Kicker's not had a great second half.
Sometimes you just got to play with that advantage on whoever's fragging. And Art Frost, you need impact with that orb. It's Alpha that's going to be tested. Awkward engagement. Xiphon so quick on the draw right now. Like the crosshair placement's amazing from him. And Art Frost running in, wielding the orb like a shotgun. Luckily, he's got support of Patsy. He can get that AK. So they've got 3 strong weapons now here into the 22nd round. They physically cannot afford to lose. It'd be over, but going to the 3rd map. Sarah just waiting on the lurk. Art Frost walks in, unsuspecting. Off angle catches him. A minute of time to play with, outnumbered 2-1. Patsy on the B bomb site with Nico just lurking, tucked in. You overextend and go for info. He's going to know, but he also hears the footsteps.
He's running back into Sierra though. And he will not miss that chance. Kicker with the M4 last man standing. Bomb yet to get planted, but it is moving over onto B, and he can't deny that. TSM on the brink of taking us to a third decider matchup, which would be over on Ancient, and that's where we're headed. 1-for-1 in terms of maps between the two teams, and a Xiphon masterclass, a real star performance for TSM.
So you're playing for that retake. And Belchinok up close inside of the donut, tucked into the off-angle A-core, peering out. He was warming up his hand before the game started. Let's see if he's got some hot shots to play with as his teammates are going down, but he delivers. Reasonable plays from the man with the stickers over the USP as he starts to group up with the rest of the squad. The last three want to run on in. They've got the kit, they've got the smoke, they're going for it.
Yeah, smoke's now fully plumed, but there is a slight angle that Frost can make the most of as just wildly sprays the P250, finally connects the headshot, and that'll be good enough for the round. You can see the TSM are trying to force their way back on the site with the smoke and just make it as chaotic as possible, but PVision in the perfect positions to fend that one off. Lovely shot from Frost there. And that's really exactly what you're looking for. You know, we were talking about being a shake off that Vertigo performance. Well, Xiphon with the Deagle, and his aim has been on point over the duration of this last map. Bit of tickle damage. Oh, that's a lot more than a tickle. That's a straight up punch to Alpha. And Xiphon, just as I highlighted him as being a threat, he has neutralized Patsy. One Deag immediately taking the advantage on TSM, and we do have a boosted up scout as well. That could be a problem, especially as Alpha's already been tagged down to 31.
So with his opening plays towards B, Valde and Co call for the 3HE stack. They deal a ton of damage onto Alpha, so Sarah should be favored in this fight, and he's already one out on one of them. You then factor in that Xiphon got that sick opener down towards mid with the deagle. Yeah, PVision pressure's really on. I mean, coming into this round, it's basically just an MP9, Deag and a scout supported by 3HEs, but at every turn, all of those pennies have really been worth the investment. Kick up, tagged up by the scout. Molotov's on target to force him out. Sarah had some good rounds previously. And with these targets weakened, if he goes confident, it could be curtains for them in the round. But heading Frost, 38 seconds, both players low. Paranoid about a backstab as well, with the crosshair of Kicker honed in on mid-side. Xiphon just sat there waiting. Mate, opportunities in this round are going quick, and that one's going to be another L to the face of Kicker as he's slain by Sarah. 3 frags on this one, tons of money, and a round to boot. PVision, an uncomfortable loss here in the third. Early mid-smoke thrown in, block off Red Room. Deep mid could be blocked off as well. They're trying to stop this push on the fast hit towards lane side in case they group up and the CTs activate together. But great offensive utility will slow down the push. It means that they can dive out. Valde with confidence. Ooh, the spam. Nearly on target for the kill, but with 7 HP, Alpha tucked into the angle. He's got to posture off because of it though. Nico causes carnage, so he doesn't find his man on the tap back, and you've already lost 2 players.
You can make that 3. Sira is just growing in confidence with every passing second. With every bullet passed into the dome of PVision, that tactical timeout has been neutralized. They've took enough time to try and bait as if they've gone to the other side of the map, but the fact that Xiphon is making moves around on the flank, he knows that they haven't bypassed back towards A. He knows they're still clumped on the B side, and Patsy's taken the scout shot. Drops to 29. Frost at least picks up the 1 kill onto Valde, but it's the expendable MP9, and with 10 seconds left, they're going to have to try and pressure forward and force this bomb plant down. I think they'll be able to get it as well. The flanking contingent's not quite in just yet, and Patsy in a 1-on-4. Picks up 1, but Xiphon shuts the rest of it down, and TSM will double up. Ties back to 2 apiece.
3 players remain alive for TSM. That was a bit of a bonus for them, so now they can dump the funds and reinvest with actual firepower to play with, whereas for PVision, it's 1 AK in the hands of Patsy. Fair enough, he's had some crisp openers on the T side. Rest of them, though, just pistols to support. You talk about Patsy, shows up instantly. All right, that's the win out versus Xiphon, so cooling him off into the 5th round.
Needs to be built upon, though. Getting 1 kill is all well and good, but what can you do with it? And Nico says nothing. You are not going to be able to deliver. Frost has been dropped the AK though in the meanwhile, and pick up the pace and does catch Sira, who just tossed the smoke down onto the lane.
Nico knows. He's seen Belchenok, full visual contact. They can play together here. Acor holds for the run out on CT. Walking up, bites his time, but fires out the warning shots. Now they know about your position. Angles to be paranoid about, swings up on his own. Oh, Artfrost fighting demons in his own mind here. He's got to show up massively. Caught on the reload, but can't commit to the kill. Valde still alive. Goes back in. But as he throws the clip into the AK, he'll slay. Artfrost hits the DECK, and TSM win out on the retake. The IGL for TSM there, leading by example. 3 kills and a 3rd round.
Money is good for TSM, but it's not fully erupted just yet. And with full rifles coming up, including an AWP for Artfrost, they can quickly cut them back down to size. Syrah playing for it as ever. Kiko just runs around the corner, completely dry, and just nails him. Syrah just didn't seem to connect the dots that he was getting pushed into. There's no defenders dealing with the post plant though, and so therefore Nico just runs out to the open and deals the damage to the bomb planter. Such an awkward state of affairs, this back and forth favoring PVision for the time being, but no longer the case as Zyphon's picked up a second AWP and put it to use.
They wanted to go out as well. They wanted to give this up, run back. They thought they had space towards mid-side with the wrap-off. Didn't feel comfortable on the bomb site. Oh no, Kickert trapped with a Molotov as well. The Incendiary sends him off to the Burns ward. And this round is going up in a puff of smoke for PVision. You were on the bomb site. Man was 1 second away from the plant. You get swung out. There's no control, no assist. And as Acor finishes it, TSM take a 4th. PVision. It felt like they had themselves space to work with. How was he allowed to get out, fight through cave, get that kill?
They've just got to try and detox from that one and put it out of their minds and focus on this, the 7th round, but it started the same way. Acor popping off and Zyphon supporting him, although the bomb gets dropped down on the deck. They're going to be able to retrieve it for the time being, and Nico, who's been absent for most of this best of 3, now starting to show himself as quite a player. However, a 2v4 quickly dissipates. Oh, with a minute left on the clock, Alpha and Artfrost still in the fight, still able to maybe clutch this round.
We said Ancient will probably have some scrappy Counter-Strike. That's what we're seeing right now. Really messy rounds, back and forth trades, always down to moments of madness. Artfrost again looking frustrated, and it's all on him. He's in the 1 versus 2 here. 40 seconds on the clock, so much noise. Sera knows. He can just hold. Raw peeks it, round's gone. It's almost bone dry again. It's just Artfrost has got the 1 smoke for the setup, and Belchenok with a flashbang for the pop-on entry. You want to split push up again, try your luck on the B bomb site. It draws out the utility from the CT side. You're not forcing them out of position. Nico playing on the edge of the Molotov. Assists Sera for the first pick, but Kicker gets a quick 2K back. Acor's here. Artfrost? He spammed down Alpha. What?
Oh, wow.
Did he turn thinking that someone was ramped, just banged him out?
I guess we'll have to see a replay on that one. That is a very strange outcome, and it could have disastrous repercussions and consequences. It would have been a 4-on-3. Oh, Valda got jump scared, leapt into the air, panicked and got found and fragged out. And now Zyphon holds on to the defuse. It could be a full defuse. A full 5 seconds have passed, and TSM take the round. The team kill has crippled PVision, and if they weren't tilted before, you better believe they are right now.
Oh man, it makes sense now in context, but obviously for the outcome of the round, it's rough. It felt like again as well, like he was trying to activate off the back of it, realizing like I really need to do something in this round now, like I've got to go huge. Tries to take the engagements, he's looking to fight. You talk about fighting TSM, this is what they've been doing on their CT side. They feel so confident going for these rushes down, using the nades into the engagement off the back of it. Acor misses the shot, scrappy on the bomb side, super messy CS. Artfrost with the AK, clashes back onto Valde. He can break this wide open, try and hit the flick. It's a miss. The Zyphon's in the back to be the insurance policy. Acor win this one, and you would send PVision into a world of hurt. Belchenok bests him. They answer back going for a similar play. Quick burst onto the B site. It's messy, but it works. It's a round.
Yeah, that team kill kind of shows that there's maybe a certain level of tension and anxiety and panic that creeps into the players. You can understand why it's such a massive game for their careers, for their lives. Nico's gonna get caught with the smoke, and Kicker will not give him a chance to retrieve his position. There will be no retreat, no surrender this time around. Artfrost breaks the deadlock from his own perspective, and it's Acor that's sent reeling out of the round. Now tons of mollies and flashes alongside it, but Sierra sits in the middle of it and welcomes the oncoming Artfrost with his M4. Suddenly TSM are in with a chance of this round. Sure, Sierra is low, but the way he's been playing, brimming with confidence. He's capable to pull it off. He's now been put down where he stands, but Valda's there to deliver, and Zyphon takes the kill into Kicker. This round now awkward. Belchanock's had a rough start of it so far on Ancient, but he needs to pass this test with flying colors, or P-Vision in real trouble, and he gets caught in the side. Frag down from Valda, picks up the kit, and enough time for the defuse.
He's been looking really good the longer the series has gone on. Acor is removed from his angle by the Molotov as well. But he's got a peek again. The flames have faded, but the heat is still coming. And it's Kicker that delivers the killing blow. Looking for more. Hardened in these sort of situations as he gets another one. Looking for the spray down. Zyphon might win one, but the duel and the round goes the way of P-Vision. A scary element to have to contend with, and it's been all B bomb sites, so why would we move away from it? Right up the ramp, they go running on in. Kicker has been domed in the face. He's low on health, overwhelmed, but still gets one. Problem is, it flips straight back. The T's taking map control quick and putting them down in the dirt. One by one, P-Vision blown to bits.
And they've been stuck behind a smoke as well, and Belchanock takes a stray bullet from Nico. Artfrost's position is pretty much known at this stage. And TSM will be dialing in this second pistol. There is no way forward for P-Vision. Ideally for Artfrost, it sucks that this is his best case scenario, but just hold on to the Kevlar and the Julies. And he may not even be afforded that luxury. It's a real scrappy one, but he gets the upper hand onto Nico. And is able to delve away and hold on, but it will put TSM into such a strong spot. A commanding lead of 9-4. And although Patsy's up close in the cubby, he needs the backup right now. Kicker's coming in with his Julies, spamming up the wooden panels. In goes Acor and his incursion to the site, looking to intrude and pluck out all these defenders. Alpha and Belchanock, though, are keeping this round alive by the slimmest of margins, but their positions are now compromised. They are known. Shira round the side with the AK is going to get the drop onto Alpha, and that puts the FAMAS up against the world. Molotov goes out, but Valda comes in and seals this round up. TSM take 10 and break P-Vision's economy in the process.
Red Room also going to be restricted there. It's a deep Molotov. Could play around the edge of it, though. Acor straight in, running on out. Patsy does not want the heat on this one.
Oof, nades consistently landing down on the bottom of lane, doing significant damage. Acor drops to 13, but they are undeterred by this presence. They still continue to drive forward. Step by step, closing the gap onto P-Vision, looking to onslaught and now picking up the pace. Planting that bomb down, but it does get denied. Valda, standing tall, delivers onto Alpha and funnels away the CTs. Just strong-armed into a retreat. And although there's plenty of health bars looking grim on TSM, P-Vision have to save. As blunt as it is to say, he did not have the level that he would have been hoping for. You could see the disappointment, and now the panic, the realization sets in, the bell begins to toll. Will you get a stay of execution? Good damage early doors, though, for P-Vision this round. A lot dispersed between 4 players, but the entry frag is forthcoming for Acor. They don't have to fully commit to this. Pretty isolated, the bulk of the T's. Sierra's on the extremities, now pushing into A main, while the rest of the team is trying to just bypass those smokes that have been deployed just outside a cave. Will we see a fake on B and then get hit onto A side? Perhaps not after the frags found by Valda.
This might come back to haunt them as well, 'cause as much as you get the pick onto the A player there from Arfrost, he might not know the true picture of the round. Valde's walking in. You've already got one kill off the back of the double molly into the frag. There's no response from Belchinok. Valde, vicious, rips them to shreds, tattered and torn are the dreams of PVision as they are knocked out of the RMR. It's TSM, digging deep, fighting to the third, and Valde, with some great plays at the end there, gets it over the mark. TSM stay alive.